A famous TV personality in the United States and an author, Raquel Maddow, says that the single best thing about honesty is that it requires no follow up. And this theorizes dishonesty requires follow ups. Mahesh Chandra Saxena had to follow up against the Delhi government on the rainwater harvesting contamination matter. He had to file an execution application with reference to his original application to the National Green Tribunal. The execution application states that there was no action taken in pursuance of the directions issued by the NGT order dated 10th December 2021 with respect to his original application. Both the original application, the number, and the execution application number, I'm giving in the description for your reference. Now, in the said order, the tribunal observed there was contamination of water in the rainwater harvesting systems, and those rainwater harvesting systems which were installed in the housing societies in Dwarka, Delhi. So, Delhi Pollution Control Committee was directed by the NGT for remedial action exercising the powers under the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act 1974. DPCC was to work in coordination with the Delhi Jal Board, DZB. The remediation action was to include verification of facts, creating awareness about the technical know-hows, and preventing extraction of groundwater. The tribunal also constituted a joint committee comprising the Central Pollution Control Board, the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and the Ministry of Urban Development, Government of India, to consider the situation on the same pattern throughout India. However, the execution application as filed by Mr. Saxena conducted, he mentioned there that out of 400 societies, inspection have been conducted only in 150 societies, and installed systems are not properly functional. The National Green Tribunal, the principal bench of the NGT, gave a hearing on the matter on 9th February 2023. The bench comprising Justice Adarsh Kumar Goel, Chairperson, Justice Sudhir Agrawal, Judicial Member, and Professor A. Senthilwell, Expert member, directed the Chief Secretary of Delhi government to file an action taken report in the matter within a month's time. The NGT has sought information on the status of installation of well-designed housing societies and other institutions. It has also asked whether due precautions have been taken in the rainwater harvesting systems to prevent contamination of subsoil or groundwater. The NGT bench is further directed to report on whether steps have been taken to provide empaneled executors, if any, for rainwater harvesting systems as per approved guidelines of the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and whether measures to create awareness in societies and other institutions such as welfare associations and occupiers of large buildings have been planned and taken. Alongside, NGT has directed the Secretary MOJS, Ministry of Jal Shakti, to file an action taken report in response to the directions of the NGT's tribunal and NGT's order dated 10th December 2021 within a month's time after coordinating with all the state and union territories on the pattern of what? Pattern of creating awareness and controlling extraction of groundwater and only harvesting the non-contaminated or safe area, rainwater from safe areas. It's noteworthy that in November 2021, during a joint inspection regarding contamination of groundwater, it was found that testing of 38 water samples taken from 31 societies, partial contamination was observed out of the 27 parameters. Only 27 parameters were tested, and out of those, particularly 3 parameters, color, odor, and color, turbidity, and ammonia, that found to be exceeded from the permissible limits. in the samples tested. At that point, the committee suggested that water from other sources entering the rainwater harvesting system, such as balconies, washing areas, this is very important, should be disconnected with immediate effect, for which necessary advice has been given to the societies during inspection. The execution application of Mahesh Chandra Saxena has been listed for further consideration on 10th April 2023 in the NGT. Now comes pertinent questions. What is happening in industrial areas? Is anyone monitoring the rainwater harvesting, rainwater being amassed, harvested from the roads and highways and recharged into the underground aquifers? In this light, it is also important to ponder upon certain points. While converting the waste dumping site to a pond or a water body, what is happening? I remember Dr. Sirajuddin Ahmed, a professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Jamia Millia Islamia in New Delhi, way back in 2001, was categorically guiding people from industries, institutions, government, and non-governmental organizations even to harvest only rooftop rainwater. He always advised to segregate industrial rooftops having potential to contaminate rainwater. But it is important. Is there anybody who is looking into these aspects?